Hey guys, welcome to a new YouTube video. So previously I made the main system for players. These are this thing that you can see in the action bar. And besides that, I also made the weapons from solo leveling. I put so much effort into making these things, making it multiplayer friendly, damage calculations, and the player's flexible stats, so it is really a must that you should watch the part 1. Now, if you haven't watched yet my first solo leveling video, then you can find the link to that video in the description. And for today, I'll show you the things that I added to this command creation, starting with the new fatigue system and the new added skills, which are Dash and Murderous Intent. In this video, I will explain to you how they work and what are their functions. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention in the first video about the full recovery. Every time you level up, you will get a full recovery, healing your HP and MP to the max. Also, I changed the level up sound, compared to the one I used in the first video. Alright, now let's proceed to the new fatigue system. My first plan actually was to add the fatigue system for the new skill, which is the dash. But then, after thinking about it for a little more time, I have decided to just add the fatigue system to the weapons instead, since the dash skill already consumes MP, but weapons don't have any limits or restrictions. So now, with the fatigue system, players will have a limit on using weapons, which will, in my opinion, will add more thrill when using it on a PvP world. Since with the fatigue system, players will now need to be strategic and be mindful of their fatigue, making a much more unpredictable outcome when fighting with another player. So basically, each time you hit an entity with a dagger, it will give 1 fatigue count. Except for the Demon Monarch's dagger, since it can give to fatigue counts for each hit. Once you have reached your fatigue capacity, you will not gonna be able to deal any dagger damage. But your fatigue will be reduced by 10 every 10 seconds. Also, if you got killed by a player using a dagger, your fatigue will also reset. Same goes when you level up. Also, because of the fatigue system, your crit rate and crit damage will play a more important role, because every hit counts. So as much as possible, you should make your every hit to crit. As a newbie, your fatigue capacity is very low. Your fatigue capacity is equivalent to 300% of your level. So each time you level up, your fatigue capacity will increase by 3. So as a low-level player, you are very limited in terms of using daggers. That's why leveling up should be your priority before fighting a player. Your fatigue counter will only show when you are holding a dagger. Alright, now let's proceed to the skills. Starting with the dash skill. This is one of the basic skills of Jin-Woo in solo leveling. Although this is just a basic skill, this skill is very handy, since it's a mobility skill. So all you need to do is hold a feather, then sneak to activate the skill. While the skill is active, you will see this particle trace, and you will get additional movement speed. And to deactivate, just do the same. When you're holding a feather, you will see its MP cost. This one is the activation cost, then this one is the cost per second. By the way, this skill automatically levels up every 10 additional levels. So like when you reach level 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, and so on, this skill will level up. As the skill level up, its movement speed effect will also increase. You can reach the top speed when you reach level 991, as if you can reach that level, right? Anyways, here's a comparison starting with level 1. Here's when you reach level 11. here's when you reach level 101. And when you reach level 991. Also, as you level up, its MP cost will also increase. The activation cost is equivalent to 33.3% of your level. The cost per second is equivalent to 10% of your level, but it won't increase anymore once you have reached the max level of the skill, which is level 991. Alright, now down to the next skill, which is the Murderous Intent. This is a debuff type skill. For this skill, you will need to use a flint. Just hold a flint and sneak to activate it. When used, the player will release a powerful aura that will put the enemies that got caught by it in a state of panic for 5 seconds. When the player is in a panic state, you will see this kind of particle emitting from them, and will also apply darkness effect to them for the duration. And this is its cool feature. While in this state, the player's attributes will be reduced by a percentage equal to 20% of the caster's level. You can see the debuff percentage that you can inflict on players here. Here you can see that it says 60%, meaning I can reduce the attributes of a player for up to 60%, since the effect of this skill is equivalent to 20% of the player's level, meaning it's pretty much useless in the early game as its attribute reduction is very low if your level is low as well. But as you level up, you will gain plus 1% attribute reduction every 5 levels. However, same goes for its MP cost. Its MP cost is equivalent to 150% of your level. So the higher your level is, the higher its MP cost will be. You can get its max effect, which is up to a whopping 80% attribute reduction at level 400. This skill has no cooldown, but trust me, spamming this skill is not a good idea, since its MP cost is quite high. Plus, the effect of this skill can't be stacked. So if a player is in panic state, you can't reapply or refresh the effect again until the panic state ends. Now, as for mobs, when a mob is in a panic state, they will immensely be slowed and will be weakened for the whole duration. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the new stuff that I added here. And if you did, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Since this is not the end of this solo leveling command series, I will add more awesome stuff in here, so stay tuned. And before I end this video, special mention to my channel members. They are so many now. Thank you for the support that you're giving on this channel. And if you want to join them, then check the perks of a channel member in the video description. So yeah, see you next time. God bless you, and bye!